All right, so now let's continue with what we call that coral. Yeah, let's continue with coral plus. Okay, so coral plus is oval shape. Okay, consists of two layers of membrane where they contain the chlorophyll pigment in the grana that gives the plant a green color. So grana is actually like this one. You see this one, like the this shape, this one, inside here, tablet, this tablet are the grana. Okay, so jot this down first. Okay, so the function of chloroplast is it will absorb the sunlight and convert to biochemical energy during photosynthesis. Okay, all right, jot this down. All right, so cytoplasm is the medium that between all these organelles. So it consists of a yeah, it consists of a jelly-like medium that contains the components of the suspended cell. Okay, component of the suspended cell means that like all these things inside the cell. So it has the organic compound like protein, lipid, carbohydrate, and inorganic compound like potassium ion. Inorganic compound normally the minerals. Okay, so means that it has the medium and also the nutrient. These are actually organic compound and inorganic compound are actually the nutrient. Okay, jot this down. Lipid is fat. Mm. All right. Then we have the function of chloroplast, cytoplasm, sorry, is act as the medium for biochemical reaction in cell. Means that it's the place, the site for the biochemical reaction inside it. Like respiration, they will generate energy. Like the modification of protein. All these happen in cytoplasm. Okay, so jot this down. Okay, next, cell wall. Cell wall only exists in plant cell. Okay, so it's a strong and rigid outer layer made from cellulose fiber. Cellulose are actually starch. Okay, and it's fully permeable. Fully permeable means that anything can go in and out. Permeable means that you can seep in and out easily. Okay. Because why? Because the one that need to filter is membrane, plasma membrane. So plasma membrane already has a function. So cell wall only need to focus for protection only. Okay, next. So what's the function? Is to maintain the shape of plant cell and provide the mechanical support to plant cell so that when because it has vacuum, right? So in normally plant needs a lot of water. So that's why when water too much goes in, so the cell wall will maintain the shape so that it won't burst. If animal cell, too many water goes in, it will burst because it don't have cell wall. Okay? All right. Okay. So now let's see the comparison between the animal cell and the plant cell. This is the comparison. Okay, means that right. So it's the comparison. Okay, so the comparison of animal cell and plant cell. So both cells made of nucleus, they have nucleus, cytoplasm, plasma membrane, Golgi apparatus, mitochondrion, endoplasmic reticulum, and also ribosome. However, for plant cell, it has fixed shape, okay, while animal cell don't have. It has a cell wall, animal cell don't have as well. It has chloroplast, the green pigment, the animal cell don't have as well. Okay, this chloroplast is actually the one that generates food during photosynthesis. Okay, and then it has a large vacuole, while animal cell normally no vacuole. If even have, is small one. Okay, and temporarily only. It normally used temporarily as a temporary storage. Then after some time, hilang. Okay, so plant cell stores carbohydrate in the form of starch, while animal cell in the form of glycogen. Okay, and then the plant cell does not have central. This one have. The central is, remember, the one that tear it off. Okay. All right, note this down. Hmm. Okay. All right. So try to do this one. Wait, let me check. Okay. Mm. Question two. Why or three? Does not have plant cell which is not green. What kind of plant is not green? It's a plant, but not green. You can try to how to say move it towards the food that you eat. There are some food which is not green color. For example, or those that grow underground. Plants is cell ma. Cell, so those grow underground don't have chloroplast. Correct? What kind of plant is not the fruit or something grow on underground? Onion, yes. And then potato, yes. Then it's easier. And why? Because they get the food from where? From the top side, right? We call that as bulb. BULB. You can say that it obtained the food from the storage, like bulb, all this. Uh, okay, so let's see the answer. Okay, so this is question. This is actually question one. So state one structure difference between the rough endoplasmic reticulum, okay, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So for this one, the first one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosome attached to it, while smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have any of ribosome attached to it. That's the main difference. Okay. All right. For question two, why we need? What's the use of this? What you call? Light electron microscope. Because light microscope, the magnification only around 1,000 times. Okay. However, for electron microscope, it was able to magnify until I think it's 2 million. I think 2 million times. I think. Okay. So without an electron microscope, your cell structure cannot be seen clearly, because light microscope can only observe certain cell components like your membrane, cell wall, nucleus, cytoplasm, and chloroplast only. Those which is big organelle. They are only able to see those big organelle. However, with electron microscope, it was able to magnify even bigger, so you can see even all of them. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, so question 3. So chloroplast is found in some plant cell only. So give the example, okay, of plant cell that does not have chloroplast and give your reason. So those does not have chloroplast do not undergo photosynthesis. So normally they grow at, and you need to mention about the grow at what kind of location. Like I say, water, soil, or above soil, under soil or above soil. How they get the nutrient. So first, onion cell, okay, because onion grow in the ground, so it obtain the food from their storage organ, which is onion bulb, like mushroom, because it's a parasitic plant. So where it will absorb the nutrient from the host. Okay, this is another part lah. Okay, your book answer until here only. These are the extra answer because there are normally two types. One is underground plant and another one is parasitic plant. Okay. Okay. All right. So three questions only, right? Four. Compare and contrast. This one I didn't mention that. This one we already give you, right? So you just need to mention a bit only. All right. So now let's see the living processes in unicellular organism. Unicellular organism that we mentioned here are like amoeba. This one is paramecium. So what is okay? So unicellular means that it's a one cell only. Okay, one cell only, and living processes is all include all activities in the cell. Okay, so unicellular organisms are made up of only one cell. Okay, they are only one cell. However, the cell is a complete unit. Okay, the cell is a complete unit. Okay, of life, like a multicellular multicellular organism. Mhm. Okay, so the unicellular organism carry out all of the life processes like your respiration, movement, nutrition, responding to stimulus. Responding to stimulus is like when you're near to the danger, you will move away. The danger or anything which will create like temperature change, all these are called stimulus. Okay, so it can reproduction, growth, and excretion. Excretion means that I try to remove the waste product from body. Okay, so protozoans, sorry, are the simplest form of unicellular organism like amoeba and paramecium. This is amoeba. This is paramecium. Uh, Protozoa is a kind of bacteria, part of the bacteria. There are actually many types of them. You have fungi, protozoa. You have I forget the name. Fungi, protozoa. I think virus and normal bacteria. There are several level of that. We will learn this on after the chapter after. Okay, so jot this down. Okay. All right. So this is how this is the paramecium and this is amoeba. It's okay. No need to draw. So now let's see first thing the movement of amoeba. So amoeba constantly change the shape when you can encounter obstacles. Okay. So when you encounter obstacles, the amoeba will move by extending out like this one, extending out the pseudopodium, which is the force feed. It's like he give himself pressure to push the cytoplasm towards one end. So it will hand out like this. This hand out is called pseudopodium. Okay, then this is followed by the flow of cytoplasm into the extended pseudopodium. Okay, like I said, it press it to gives the pressure and push it all to the pseudopodium. So the how to say it's like I pushed it like this, then pop, everything move front. Okay, while paramecium, it has a cilia bead. Cilia bead is like this. You see lots of kaki. It's a lot of kaki. So rhythmic cilia bead is it will create a rhythmic beat so that it will vibrate. So the vibration will cause the cilia to move. Cilia is actually the kaki here, the small kaki here, to move, and then the kaki move, then it's like a small crawling like that. Okay, huh? They will move. Yes, that thing can move. Later, I will show you. I think, yeah, I will show you later how actually this looks like, how they actually move. Okay, so jot this down. Okay. All right. Now responding to stimuli, the second characteristic. Okay. So the response to stimuli means that these two are amoeba and paramecium. They will respond to stimuli. Stimuli is something that will create excitement, like chemicals, touch, bright light, by moving away from the stimuli. But because most of the stimuli will bring dangers to the unicellular cellular organism. So that's why they will normally move away. Okay, all right. So this down as well. Okay. All right. Next, respiration. Respiration is actually a process to change oxygen and also the glucose into the energy. So the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gas occur through the plasma membrane by simple diffusion. Simple diffusion means that it's a process of the substance move in, pass through the membrane, cell membrane, plasma membrane. So that's why we call diffusion. Okay, so on the surface of the cell. So the bigger the surface area per volume is high for unicellular organism. Means that the exposed surface area divided by volume. Normally we call TSA over V, total surface area divided by V. So you see, these kind of cells are actually very, how to say, very thin. So when very thin, the area will be very big because front and back, it will be very big. Compared to us, our volume is too big. Human has a very big volume. So our percentage of total, I mean the ratio between our skin with the area of skin coverage divided by volume is smaller because we have a big V, correct? But they have a very small V, although the area is very small as well. But because V too small, so the ratio will become higher. You understand? Huh? So this total surface area per volume is actually like I said, it's actually the what you call TSA over V. Okay, since their V is small, so V is small, so the V is smaller, so this one will get bigger. Okay, all right. So do this as well. All right, so now this is how next we are talking about the nutrition. Okay, how wait so nutrition of this is amoeba. So this one they will create like I said, it's because it moved by using pseudopodium. So it will create two pseudopodium, act like a mulut, the mouth, and then it will cover, after that it will cover the whole thing, the food into the body, and then it use the cytoplasm to create a new food vacuole. Then the lysosome, you see the bintik here, the lysosome will put inside the what you call, the lysosome will release the lysozyme. Lysozyme is actually a kind of enzyme into the vacuole, and then it will digest the food. So the digested food will remain here, and then the nutrient will come out and absorbed by the cytoplasm. After that, it will create a new, you see, it create a new cytopodium and move away and left the undigested food at the place. Do you understand? Sorry? Hilang. Because glycol is made out of protein, cytoplasm is protein. So it will, after finish, it will break out back into protein, and then that's why I say for animal cell, amoeba is we can consider it as a part of animal. It's just it's a cell, unicellular. You see, the food vacuole is not like I said just now, like I mentioned just now, right? It's temporary only. Okay, so draw this. Okay, this one is a nutrition of amoeba SP. Okay, all right. So let's see the nutrition. So the amoeba SP will move towards the food by extending its pseudopodium to trap the food particle by phagocytosis. This process is called phagocytosis, like this one. Then for paramecium SP, the presence of psyllium bead will help to transfer the food particle into the oral groove. I don't know whether it shows here. Oral groove. Let us see. Oral groove, it doesn't show this one. How about oral groove here? You see, there's an opening, a very small opening. It's like the mouth. So the psyllium will it's like the psyllium is a small kaki, right? It will create the what you call movement to pull the food into the oral groove. Okay. So the food vacuole then will combine with lysosome. Like I said, the lysosome will release the enzyme like that. So it means that from one, it will become like this. create a food water, then combine with lysosome. So the lysosome will release into the food water and then digest the food. Okay, jot this down first. Okay, next. Then the food particles are hydrolyzed by the enzyme lysozyme in the lysosome. Okay, so the nutrients are absorbed into the cytoplasm. Then the undigested food will be discharged. Okay, after that, it will be discharged when the amoeba moves. So the undigested food in the paramecium will discharge through the anus. Okay, so the way of they do both amoeba and paramecium inside them is almost similar. They need the lysozyme food water, but the way to release to excrete the what I call the waste, okay, is different. Amoeba will just move away, but paramecium, because it has their own special organelle, organ, so it will just release through anus. Some, okay, okay, so just now. Yeah. All right, now for growth in the growth, the process like growth, so these two like amoeba and paramecium, it growth by synthesis a new cytoplasm. It's actually like our human. We create, we synthesis new protein, new cytoplasm, then create new cell. From there, we will growth. So their way is also the same. It's just that because they are unicellular cell, so they just need to grow their cytoplasm. That is enough. Okay. All right. Got this now as well. Yeah. Now let's continue. Excretion. Excretion is the what you call the the removal of waste product. Okay, so the waste like carbon dioxide and ammonia are removed by simple diffusion. Means that they just seep up from the cell. Okay, so as amoeba sp and paramecium sp live in freshwater environment, the water will diffuse by osmosis. Okay, osmosis is the process of water go into the cell. Okay, by water, only water, only water is called osmosis. And then it will fill the contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole means that the vacuole will compress after some time. When it compress, it's like the what you call it's like the sponge. After you press, the water will go out. Okay. So when the vacuole expand to the maximum size, contraction occur and the water will be excreted from time to time. And we call this as osmoregulation, where the substance will control movement by control the water move. Control the water movement. Means that they control the substance movement by water movement. Okay, means that they use water to took out and took in the substance. Okay, all right, do this now. Okay. All right. Next, reproduction. So when the conditions are suitable and there's plenty of food, so they will reproduce well as sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means that it will divide by themselves. We call this as binary fission. Why called binary? Because 1 to 2. 2 is bi one, so it's called binary fission. Okay, through the process of mitosis. Okay, okay, this is the first one only. Okay, okay, jot this down first. Okay, huh? All right. So okay, continue. So however, when the environmental conditions are not suitable, like for example, dry condition, low temperature, and there's a food shortage, so the amoeba will form spores. Spores, when you wash the mushroom, sometimes it will come out with a very tiny one, black color thing. That one is actually the seed, but we call that as spore. Yeah, that's actually the mushroom seed, which hide under the biome there. That one, the black color one, very tiny one, right? It's like powder, almost equal to powder. That one, is actually the spore. Okay, so it will form the spore that will only germinate when the environment improves. For paramecium, you will use sexual reproduction, which is conjugation. Means that you see, two combine into one. Okay, when the environmental conditions are not suitable. Okay, you understand? Form spore, everything they will just keep the minimal organelle inside, and then balut with a hard shell where it will dry out the cytoplasm to create a hard cover for them. That one is spore. While for the paramecium, they will when there's a we call this as extreme condition. Under the extreme condition, two paramecium will combine into one, and we call this process as conjugation, and it's sexual reproduction as well. Okay, all right, jot this down. Okay. So now let's see this. Try to do this. Done, huh? All right, so let's see the first questions. What is the function of contractile vacuum? Is to involve in osmoregulation, or if you say it contract to push the water out, all this correct as well. How does the amoeba SP move? By extending the pseudopodium, which is the phosphate, and then followed by cytoplasmic streaming into the extended pseudopodium. Okay.
But I like the extending
Then extending after that. You just mentioned the extending pseudopodium. Cannot. There are two lines, so maybe you get only half the marks. Okay, I'll jot this out first. Done, huh? All right, so number 3. So how does the amoeba SP reproduce when the environment is unfavorable? Means that it's under extreme condition. So it will form spores, and in the spores, the mitosis will take place multiple times to form daughter cell. And once the environmental condition improve, the spore will germinate and release the daughter cell. Well, what happened to the contractile vacuum if paramecium is placed in a concentrated salt solution? So the concentrated salt solution means that the concentration outside is high, too very high, water less water, then the contracting rate will decrease. Why? Because water quantity lesser, rate will become lower. Less water goes in because very pekat, very pekat, water very less. So less water goes into the paramecium. So then he need to wait for more time to fulfill the vacuum, then contract. Okay? All right, just this down. Done, huh? All right, so let's see the living processes. We have muscle cell, this. Okay, so we go through this one first. The living processes are multicellular organism. So there are various type of cell in multi-cellular organism, which has a different size, different shape, and different arrangement. So the cell structure correlate to the function, and each type of cell is specialized to carry out a specific function. Okay, for multicellular organism, because our body structure is more complex, so the cell structure cannot as simple as the paramecium or amoeba. So how they call it, how complex it is. Like for example, for different function, they might have different shape. The cell might have different shape. Like for example, muscle, they need to be like, because you need to pull out the bone, right? The bone structure. So that's why it must be in a long shape so that it can pull, right? And then like your, what you call that, your nerve cell. Nerve cell, they need to transmit the what you call the impulse. So the cell normally looks like a wire, long, and in the end, each end will like where many network so that it can receive more impulse and release more impulse. So these are the difference. Okay. So jot this down first. Okay. So now the first one, muscle cell. So it arranged as a multi-nuclear striated fiber. Multi-nuclear striated means that you see, because it's long, right? It's a thin and long fiber. So multi-nuclear striated means that you see inside a fiber, there's lots of nucleus of the cell. So they call multi-nuclear. Nucleus means multi-nuclear, many nucleus. Striated fiber means that bind together. It's like your what you call, the one that you use to play what you call the tali one. That tali, there's many small string then like push like bind together, right? It's the same thing. The striated fiber looks like that. Okay, so it contract and relax to generate the movement. When it contract, it will create a pulling force, so it will pull the bone up. When released, it will create a push force, so it will push the bone down or away. Okay, so jot this down. Okay, I think another one, then we finish. Like the nerve cell, like I said, you see there's lots of network here, and it's in long shape. So it's a long and thin in shape. The function is to send the nerve impulse. That's why you see many network. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, I think I will stop here for today. All right. Okay, so we will continue on next class. Your school now until?
Not really.
Not that it start yet. Oh,
Only checking one.
okay. You have to read a bit on chapter 1 because why? Your exam normal high probably there will be a question on chapter 1. So you just go through anything you don't know, you ask me. Okay, so see you on next class.